Good evening, friends. Hope you are all doing good. I'm back with some more news. In an interesting development, G7 countries they have proposed a grouping of D10, 10 democracies, which include South Korea, India, and Australia, to avoid using any technology which is originating from China. They basically want a grouping against communist regimes like China. So we will have to see how India, Australia, and South Korea respond to this. But it seems to be very interesting idea coming out. And given the situation world over, many countries are not happy about China, the way they responded to COVID-19 and the way they are trying to use this opportunity moment to expand their territorial expansionism and ambitions. So maybe this group will be a reality coming soon. So let us go to some other news. An US ex-marine who is in trial in Russia, he was taken for an emergency hernia operation yesterday. His US embassy and his brother was informed. Although there was no pre-planned operation, suddenly he was told to be not feeling well, and then he was detected of an hernia and he was taken for operations. No further detail is available, but we will try to follow through that news. In an interesting statement from the US President Trump, he claimed that he has spoken to Indian Premier Modi ji, and he said Modi is not at all happy about the situation which is emanating from China across LAC and from Pakistan across LOC. So Trump claimed Modi is in very unhappy mood, and he is ready to take all the necessary actions required to punish the perpetrators or the invaders who cross the designated or perceived LACs and LOCs. On the other hand, 3 Iranian border guards were killed near Iran-Iraq border. Some unknown gunmen came and shot at them. Who killed them, who shot at them is still not known. The Iranian news agency claimed this news, and they are saying that the investigation is going on. On the other hand, Lebanon extended the mandate of UN peacekeeping force for another 1 year in Lebanon-Israel border. Their peacekeeping force, known as UNIFIL, is planned to take care of the law and order of this locality for another 1 year. Coming back to India, in Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists were killed in Kulgaon. There was an encounter, and the local Jammu and Kashmir police force, along with the local security forces, they have claimed to shot down 2 terrorists. However, their identity are yet to be ascertained. Yesterday, US and UK raised the Hong Kong sovereignty and Hong Kong issue in the United Security Council, which definitely angered China. In a response to that, or in a counter to that, China raised the issue of the protests going on in USA in Minneapolis. So we will see how this pans out, and we will follow this through. And North Macedonia has become a new member of NATO, the 30th member of NATO, and US and Greek jets welcomed them to the NATO grouping. In a very interesting development, US B-1B bomber flew along with Ukrainian Su-27 and MiG-29 Fulcrum fighter jets for the first time ever in a training mission, and they were escorted by Polish MiG-29s and Romanian MiG-21 and F-16 Vipers. So it was very interesting situation. Some of these countries were rival to each other in the Cold War duration. Coming back to other news, there is going to be an election for the non-permanent membership of UN Security Council. 5 members will be selected. India is very sure to be elected from Asia Pacific region. 193 member General Assembly will take the decision in the coming days, and India is having is very sure of winning one place in that 5 non-permanent member seats. In another news, Indian Navy in its effort to become eco-friendly has installed 2 megawatt solar plant in INS Kalinga in Visakhapatnam. So the port will be now mostly powered and lighted by the solar power panel, generated electricity. In another Indian news, the Indian government has decided to test the tap water quality in every district of the country. In another exercise earlier, they tested the tap water quality of 20 state capitals, including the National Capital Territory of Delhi, and they found that most of the samples failed the test, and now they have planned to test the tap water quality across all districts of the country to get a idea that how the water quality is across the country. So we will continue with some further news. This is for now. Take care and goodbye. Thank you.